If you guys heard that one woman who was talking about when free, she goes, well, when it comes to free education, that's where I stop listening to you. Because I believe every American has the opportunity to go to college. It shouldn't be a right. And I'm like, wow. So the opportunity should be given to only the wealthiest people, right? So let's say there's an Albert Einstein among a minority who can't get an education. You mean to tell me that guy does not deserve something? You mean to tell me that guy who's probably smarter than anybody else around him doesn't deserve something?
Which Albert Einstein didn't and couldn't afford education at his time.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean,
it's just why would you say that? Why would you say that's gonna hurt? Is that really gonna hurt you, lady? You're gonna repress the future.
Yeah, exactly.
You're really going to do that. You're not gonna better the education of the children. You're saying that. Why would you say that?
Yeah,
that is just
it's so I believe it's not, and I've heard that a lot from these people. It's like, I believe America has the opportunity. You should have the opportunity to do this. You shouldn't have the right. Well, it's like not everyone gets that fucking promotion. Not everybody gets up there like you. All right, so some people need some things, man. That's just how it is, because not everyone can live off the fucking wages that you're provided.
Yeah. But I mean, sorry to cut you off, Rob, but you know what? Because I'm gonna go off this lady. That just, like, when I heard that shit, I was like, all right, so pretty much what you're telling me is don't tax the rich.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anybody who makes less than me, because they're inferior, anything.
Yeah.
They should live on the streets. They should be living off food stamps, and they should not receive education.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much what she was implying. She didn't say it, but that's what you're implying for cutting off education.
Yeah.
Education right now is already suffering.
It's going to get worse.
Are basically sucking kids dry. The education that you're getting, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a, pay for colleges such as ICDC, ITT Tech, closed down. But I don't know if you guys noticed, all those educations, all those degrees that people had for 8 years are dead. They mean
they mean dick now.
They mean dick. They wasted years of money.
Yeah.
All these payments that they were making right now that they still have to make are going to a dead company.
Think about that too. Think about you're going to, first of all, you're going to college to get a fucking diploma that's about is equals to a high school diploma. Why shouldn't it be free? So you're basically paying for nothing?
You're basically paying for nothing. And at first, because college, I can get what she's probably thinking is, because college education, if you do that to everybody, then there's just going to be nothing. Lady, I'm going to tell you right now, they mean shit all right now.
Well, they think that it would increase the rate of tuition, which it will, but it actually is trying to decrease it over time. It really has.
Because with the overtime, it gives more and more opportunity.
Yeah.
And more opportunities means better for business.
Not to mention the school, think about this, if a student comes to your university and he's doing research that's changing things, your university's gonna get that money. They're gonna get the recognition.
They're gonna get the recognition.
You're gonna get the benefit.
It's going to skyrocket. It's going to be known.
I mean, but who cares? That woman obviously said.
Who gives a shit about
doesn't give a shit. Another headline that's making much of that guy who basically, I love it. I love it from all the right-wing shows right now. So look at Bernie get caught in his whole anti-small business. Let me tell you about that guy who came up there and says, why is the Obama administration so against small business? Why, because the taxes and the regulations that I have, when you gotta pay people off a credit card and stuff. And I was like, okay. I saw instantly Bernie got annoyed by that. Because, first of all, that guy did not specifically say what regulations. He didn't even say what business he was in. I would have said, please tell me what business you're in. What regulations are you talking about? Because if you give me the specific regulations, I'll tell you if they're bullshit or not. But if you, like he said, I'm not in favor of small business or corporate business polluting such because there's a regulation. And that's exactly what that guy fucking missed. That guy is so ignorant.
But it's the thing. It's the whole bury your head in the sand.
Bury your head in the sand.
They're just... because he's Bernie Sanders, and and that's what I trashed that lady.
And second of all, if you're paying your fucking employees off a credit card like that guy said, you might be a failing fucking businessman, dude.
Terrible.
You're terrible.
You're a terrible businessman.
Yeah.
So you're up there, See, that's the thing.
Not to mention Obama's helped small business. That's like when he cut taxes for small businesses the first year he was in office. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Oh, it didn't happen. Are you kidding me? That's too far back for people to remember.
People just don't care, dude.
They just don't care.
They don't care.
They just don't care. You hit the nail on the coffin again with that quote. I mean, people like that guy refusing to just refute. If he's came up with something that you didn't like, at least refute it.
Yeah.
Don't just say something idiotic and then just block out what the other person has to say.
It was just so broad of a question. Why is this administration, get small business taxes, blah blah blah? And I was just like, that's so broad. I couldn't even give that guy a fucking answer if he asked me that, because I'd be like, can you be a little more specific? What job are you in? Tell me that.
What is your trade? What is your rate of? What is your field right now? How are your employees? Give me something. Yeah. I mean, I can basically run up right now on him and be like, you know what, Bernie? I didn't have cheese on my sandwich today, so fuck you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's stupid. And it's like, what do I have to do with that?
Exactly. You know what I mean? What do I have to do with that? Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we should, as Minutemen, just go to the Donald Trump ceremony right now and just do that. Just be like, Donald Trump, fuck you. Cheese for sandwiches.
That anyways.
Yeah, well, of course, but I mean, why not? Hey. There's going to be massive millions of people, like Rob said. Like, there are people right now that really, really upset.
Yeah. Well, the DNC is one of the things they are doing. Well, Bernie is, I should say, is he's organizing rallies across the country.
He said he wasn't going to stop. He's going to.
Yeah, he's not. He's fighting. He's holding Trump's fight. To the feet to the fire, and that's what I admire. But that goes back to my point again about the DNC. I don't think they've learned their lesson, man. And, I want to know, and this is the last time we'll probably talk, well, not the last time, but this is a subject I'm really interested in. Do you guys think there should be another party, or do you think there's time to fix the DNC now? Honestly, honest to God.
Honest to God.
Because let me just tell you this, and I've made this point to CT Steve, and I have not made this point to our audience yet. What I did not understand about the 2016 election was how everyone was looking for the anti-establishment candidate. And everyone's like, oh, is it Hillary? Who's the lesser of two evil? When it got to be Hillary and Trump, they're like, who's the lesser of two evil? Who's the true anti-establishment? Okay, neither? Wouldn't you think a third party would have been the true anti-establishment vote? I mean, if you really wanted to stick it to the government, wouldn't you have voted third party? I'm serious, because because first of all, most third parties don't get federal funding. I should probably, so if everyone did, let's just say everyone who supported Trump just threw in for Jill Stein, that would have been a true fuck you to the establishment. Yeah. But I don't understand how so many people got so wrapped up that that's not the case.
It's the popularity. I go back. It's the popularity and the captivity of what is Donald Trump. People are really dismissing.
It's the NFL team mentality.
It's Donald Trump is so beloved, it goes beyond that idealistic nature of them knowing what they're talking about. I'm voting for the anti-establishment. He's against his own party. Really? I mean, really. It's that whole thing where he says stupid things. It's funny. People like it. And then he says something like, oh, that's going to benefit me, I think.
Let me ask you guys another question here, and here's a good one. Now, as Hillary, I kind of see this happening now, and this is something I'm making a prediction about right here on the show for the Minutemen. Hillary Clinton, I knew she was going to be the death of the DNC. I knew she was, because she was the ultimate insider establishment candidate. She represented everything that was old in politics. Everything. Now, Donald Trump is supposedly the anti-establishment on the conservative side, the Republicans, but now that we've all seen how the Republicans are acting and crazy and just foaming at the mouth for power, do you think he's going to kill the Republican Party when they lose the next election? Yeah. Now, theoretically, I'm saying this if he only goes in 4 years, which I think he might. Now, with the shit he's doing, at first, a while ago, I was saying, oh, he's going to win again just because he's just, he's gonna, because the DNC can't get their shit in order. I don't think anyone can really get the shit in order. All the fucking, people that are like, oh, I love Bernie Sanders, even though I will not listen to anything Bernie Sanders says, even though when he says I should support the party, I won't, because I just hate Hillary Clinton, because I'm just starting to think some of you people just hate fucking Hillary Clinton. It's not even about politics. It's just because you hate Hillary Clinton. Go ahead.
Alright, well, I mean, with you saying this, I mean, if Trump only lasts 4 years, I actually think he can. But the only way he's going to be able to break and tear down the RNC is if the DNC can find somebody that's almost like Bernie Sanders.
That's what I'm saying. If he wins again, they'll go on. But if let's say Sanders comes in and like trumps him in the 4 year, let's just say theoretically, I'm saying let's say 2020, Bernie Sanders comes, he runs, he wins. Now, we all saw how bad the Republicans acted. Don't you think that's going to destroy them as much as the DNC? I mean, think about it. They threw their names in the hat for this fucking guy.
Well, this has happened before. Okay, okay. Let's go back. 2008 presidential debate, right? It was between John McCain, Barack Obama. Obviously, Barack Obama won that last debate solely, right?
Yeah.
And that's when he got the popularity vote. People were deeming him, he's got such a good personality. And that's when the birth of the quote, yes, we can, right?
Well, yes, we can.
The thing about that is that was deemed when John McCain lost.
As the death of the RNC?
Yeah, the RNC. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. But the difference is that look at the face Donald Trump has put on the Republicans. Look at all their stuff they're doing. I don't know if you saw the report that came out about how the Republicans are trying to block liberal ideas. Even when they're out of office, they're trying to pass legislation that says, hey, even if you guys come up and make something that will be environmentally friendly, a law to pass against this or anti-corporation, anti-money, blah, 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 it will not pass because it's going to be preemptively blocked because you're a liberal. Or a Democrat.
See, this is the thing. But here's the thing about
that's a coup, man. That's basically a coup.
It really is. But it's nothing new that we've seen in the Republican Party.
No, it's not. But
here's the thing about it. It's not the Republicans. It really is not, because they're just doing what they've been doing for eons. It's the DNC, like you're saying. Can they be rebuilt? This is a
Can they fight?
Can they fight? They should have fought.
No, they should be fighting now.
Who's fighting besides the people we just mentioned, Bernie and etc.?
Even Elizabeth Warren has taken a step back.
But it's the thing where she has to take a step back because her own party is nipping her at the heels. Just like you said, they're foaming at the mouth for power. They're eating themselves for power. They're not attacking.
No, they're not.
They're not saying, we got punched in the mouth. Now it's time to go back for round 2. They're staying down, and they're just doing it because they don't want to fight anymore.
I think
they want the money because obviously they thought they can buy their donors, and they're donors. And just like you said, Rob, like you were asking the question, is this over for the party? I don't think it's over for the party, but this is a tremendous blow. And whether or not Donald Trump makes it to 4 years or not, they need to, not only do they need to play catch up, but they have to have a strong candidate. Obviously, if Bernie runs, he might be the one. But who's
that's one.
But who's the people right now? Who's their backbone? Look at Trump.
The establishment
If you
people.
want to talk about Trump, and he's got that party.
Yeah.
He's got that stronghold.
Yeah, he's got the loyalty of the Republicans.
He's got the loyalty.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody.
They don't have loyalty. Even among themselves, because you got the like I was just saying, you got the Bernie people who are like, and I'm really starting to see this, guys. I'm not trying to bash too hard on you for the information on Hillary, but you guys are so talking about Hillary Clinton too much now.
Right.
It's over.
It's
okay.
They gotta let it go.
It's over. I'm starting to think you just fucking like her because you keep talking about her so goddamn much.
Because she's a Clinton.
But yeah, because go ahead.
Things always will carry weight to it.
Right, but the whole thing about the Clinton thing is that's why. I mean, just like you said earlier, people hate her because she's a Clinton.
Because she's
hate her because she's a Clinton.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing, I don't want a woman in presidency, whatever. But it's the same thing, and that's just you need to get over, because you guys harping on her, you're like a little child on that mom's leg when they leave you for the day. You gotta let her go. You got to let.
It's almost like it's almost like you wanted Hillary to win because now you realize how fucked we are.
Yeah, now you know how shitty the situation is, and now you're like, if she just won, it's like, do you know how much damage
Trump's gonna do?
Yeah, how much he's doing, and how much damage you're doing to the party that you voted for right now by saying that.
I went on Jimmy Doran's Twitter, and somebody said this is coming from because he said some shit about people being a fake progressive, and somebody actually shut him up and said, this is the guy who told progressives to vote for Donald Trump.
Right.
Yeah. See, it's shit like that that is destroying the Progressive Party right now.
And he was the one on election day, on the election night.
That was stunned the most?
That was stunned the most, and then right when it happened, he turned about face.
I was right.
Shitted right on the faces of all the DNC. It's like, dude, you fucking had that. You were the part of it. You're the big reason. The guy on the fucking fence.
You're the reason that people weren't energized to vote. And I say the same thing, like, you know, like, and I'm not harping on journalism. Well, first of all, I'm harping on Jimmy Dorn, because Jimmy Dorn doesn't do any journalism, period. He doesn't. He just talks shit. That's all he fucking does. But like on TYT and stuff, you know, they talk a lot about how, you know, why weren't people energized to vote for it? Because you guys did so much hits on it. And might I add, you used WikiLeaks. And you did not even disclose once on your shows this was stolen information. Not once did you say that. That's your fault. You know, when they say there's so many reasons Hillary Clinton lost, the fake news, the racism, the sexism, how about the fact that your own Progressive Party was telling you not to vote for him? Not to vote for her. That you guys were saying, oh, God, you know, I'm so pissed off. And, you know, rightfully so, because I was so pissed off against Bernie about how Bernie lost. But like I've said before, when I threw my vote in for Hillary Clinton, you want to know why? It was because Bernie Sanders said, hey, this is not the time for a protest vote. Not to mention he was going to be the Secretary of Treasury. So what? So you don't care about Bernie. You don't care about his message. When the very guy you follow says, hey, come on, guys, if you truly believe in me, get behind me and let's get behind this party, you still had no loyalty. Just think about that. Doesn't that say something to you?
I mean, not only doesn't that stick to your own craw? I think it is. You bring up a good point. I think it does. I think it's finally setting in. It's taken a couple of months now, but it's finally sitting into these people that I really messed up, because they're thinking about when I should have stand by you, I didn't, and now
no one listened to Bernie,
and no one listens to him. And
even when he said don't vote for Jill Stein, everyone was like, oh, I'm a Bernie supporter, I'm going for Jill Stein.
So all those t-shirts.
I was like, wow, dude, really? Like, you know, Bernie Sanders is saying, like, what, you know, say what you want about the Republicans and how disgusting they are and how much they take conservative, and that's all true. That's all true. They take money. But the loyalty, man.
Give it up for them. They are sticking like a wall to each other.
Like, do you remember when Mike Pence stood up and said that it's time for Republicans to come home? No one really reported about that, but I said, that's going to work. I said, that's going to fucking work. Because you know what? He's seriously saying, come on, guys.
Well, it's unity. It's unity.
Unity. He's saying, come on, guys. Come on, guys. We gotta get behind this guy.
Because you know why? It's bringing people together as one. The DNC is not only pushing people away.
They shit on them.
Scattered, and they're shitting on each other. And just like you said, we're going back to this point. The DNC is weakened. They're broken.
Yeah.
But it is so hard to tell as far as now. We're talking about, this is January 11, 2017. It's very hard to determine whether or not they can bounce back. We'll see. We're going to be here. We're going to see it, and we're going to see it happen live before our eyes, and we're going to report on this. But it's so hard to see, because who's the guy? I mean, who's the guy that's going to bring the party together? Who's going to be like, they fucked up, and I'm going to come together and bring us in?
Well, Bernie Sanders and Keith are actually trying to make that happen. But the DNC is blocking them. Even Obama is against Keith from even taking the seat.
Right. And it's just like, how much more are you guys going to do this?
Yeah, before you realize you're not going to win with that strategy.
Really? When the time comes, are you going to do exactly what they did, which is just bring up another Mitt Romney as well as the Republican Party did?
Right.
Look how well that did for them.
Yeah, look how well.
But what happened is, as much crap as we talk about the Republicans, well-deserved, Rob brings up a good point.
Loyalty.
It is the honor and loyalty among that party to themselves. Yeah, they're scummy human beings, but they are... There's honor.
Not the voters, like I said, not the voters. Some of you are. Some of you are deplorable.
Within them, there's honor among thieves.
Yes, there is. Some of them, yes, they do. They actually did fucking, show you loyalty. All right, we'll be right back with our final topic, and we'll be